Hello everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. Now today, of course, I'm going to try something different, using up what I've had on hand, and we're going to make a tray. I have this picture frame here, and I need to remove the photograph that's in it. And I have these wooden discs that I purchased quite some time ago from Amazon. And I also have some small wood chips right here that I'm going to be using also. Now I had to prepare both, and I used a polyurethane, water-based polyurethane, to protect all these slices, even the little ones, and I will list that in my description. But first I need to take apart this frame, and look at these children right here. My goodness, these are my kids. My son and daughter, who are now grown. Well, my daughter's grown with a family of her own. My son, bless his heart, William, I lost him at the age of 24. But he's in my heart all the time. And I forgot to get my Windex, but I can do that in a minute. Let's flip this over and see how I can get all of this taken apart. And I'm going to replace this back piece with a nice piece of cardboard when we're finished. But let's get this wire off of here. Oh, come on, you. Throw that over there. And unscrew these eye screws. Can you see me? I'm just unscrewing my eye screws. I'll have to lift the camera higher so you can see everything, I think. So let's get that put away. Get this one put away, out of there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay. There we go. Garbage. Garbage is on this side. All right, now I need to grab my little putty spatula here, which works real good for lifting staples and such, and we'll get rid of those. Well, they're falling right out, so that's good. Get them out of there. Oh, come on, little muscle. Little muscle. It's gonna come along. And I'm going to leave the frame in the condition that it's in. Give it a little more character. I mean, it's still in good shape, except a few scratches and mars, but it's not, you know, beat up too badly. Otherwise, I would paint it. But since we're doing the wood scene, we'll just leave it as is. I had some pliers over there. Okay, we got it out. Let me get... You can see my area keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now the kitchen table's full of stuff. Get my pliers, which I thought I just had right here. There we go. Maybe just pull them out like that. There we go. Go around the sides. So I figured I have to seal this frame so the resin doesn't run through, and of course I'm sure you all know we got to do that. And then I'm going to pour about 8 ounces of resin on the base, and we're going to color that. And I'm thinking a forest green would be nice. All right. There. Wasn't, pardon me, that wasn't too difficult. Get rid of that. Yes, that'll go, or I can use it for something else, of course. Just keep my pictures taped to that. I'll have to put that away. The old Sears pictures, remember those? And the glass will pop right out. So I'm going to put you on pause real quick. Cleaned my glass, wiped down the frame. We could maybe stain it, but I don't think we need to. Oh, that's a little worn there too, see? But that'll be covered up. We can go pretty deep in this. So we should be in good shape. So let me put you on pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I wiped that down and I'm gonna take my glue gun and I'm gonna do both sides, front and back. Let's start with the back and just seal my edges so the resin doesn't come through, and that's something we won't see in the long run, so that should work out fine. So let's see here, just gonna give it a little glue on the edges. I've got the little short sticks. I wish I had the longer sticks, but I used them up. We're just going to go around with a nice seam. I hope that doesn't damper my thoughts on a backing. We should be all right. Think positive, Billy. Now, I know you can use silicone caulking, which I probably have some in the shop, but I didn't want to get out the big gun and do all that. So we'll just use glue. And you can also use, what is the other resin? I'm losing my thought. The, oh gosh. My word, I can't remember. Gosh, it's been a crazy day. Oh, what do I want to say? My, oh, for heaven's sakes. Take this out. UV resin. Why couldn't I think of that? 2 letters. Goodness sakes. You could use your UV resin if you'd like, but I'm just going to go glue gun. Where I left off over here. So I've had an interesting last couple of days. My word, my laptop was hacked into. My husband and I, gosh, we've spent 2 days on the phone at the banks, you know, trying to protect our investments and this, that, and the other. My gosh, it all started with a text saying that my PayPal account was charged $3,000, and oh my God, what a nightmare this has been. But thank goodness that we were able to save everything, except I lost all my Google passwords. So now when my laptop, which is in Best Buy getting worked on, getting cleaned up, when I get my laptop back, I'm going to have to go and re-enter passwords for every account I have. Oh my. I'll tell you, you can't be you've got to be very careful. These people are getting into everything. I mean, we could have been left with absolutely nothing. Oh, jeez. So, thank God for that. I mean, we made it through, and until I get my laptop back, I can't really say. Well, this video won't be up for a couple weeks. I know that because I've got a couple ahead of it I'm working on. But, all right, aside from that, happy thoughts, Billie. Happy thoughts. Now, just going to go around the inside here. You can see me. You probably can't see me, but that's what I'm doing. And I think we should be fine. I have so many picture frames, oh gosh, put aside, that it's ridiculous. I could probably make 40 trays of all sizes if I got on it. And see where this paper has pulled up? We're just going to put a little glue right there. Try to salvage that a little bit. Whoops, it's pretty brittle. So all this is on top of this frame is paper. Get a stick and push that down. Of course, I grabbed a resin stick in my bare hands. That's all right. Wow, it's all the way across there. No fears. No fears about that. So I better put another bead across there. That's pretty thin. This is exciting. I think this is going to be beautiful. And I haven't told you what I'm going to use for handles. We'll get to that right after this. Okay. I wonder if I can smear that. No, it's too dry already. All right. Now, let me unplug this. Set this aside. And I'll show you our handles. Right. I have deer antlers. Deer antlers that were cut off a piece I was working on, and I just flattened the bottoms, and they will sit in the tray like that. Good idea, right? But first of all, I'm going to color them. I'm going to put a little golden oak stain on these. And it, because you know the antlers, this is pretty much a natural color of the deer antler. It hasn't faded too bad, but they tend to. But I thought maybe I would just add a little stain on there, and I didn't grab my gloves. You know, I try to think of the process before I get started on a video and, you know, organize it in my head when I should write notes down, but then I don't know that that would help me at all. We're just going with the gut. Put these on. Got a little stain. I love stain. Oh gosh. I love woodworking. My father was a master wood carver. Brilliant, beautiful things he did. I'm just going to use this stick. Give this a little stir. And say girl socks are good for staining. Usually roll it up. Dip a little in there. We're just gonna see, there's a difference. You can see it close. A little bit of a difference. And we'll let those set. And we'll put those in towards the end of this project. Now, this is a pretty smooth antler piece, so it might not soak in very far, if at all. But see what I mean with the difference? It's really going to bring the wood out and match nicely. That's a little pencil mark. I should erase. Well, maybe it won't, but the resin will hide it. Oh, I'm getting it. All right, we're good. I should have carved my name into those. I would like to get a stamp or something to use to put on my work. And I have a cat up here. Thank gosh I don't have resin going on. This is Thomas. Well, he's not quite in view, but he needs to get down. Thomas, come on, bud. Oh, he wanted to go in the window. Just buff this off. Very pretty. And I'll set that aside. This one, it's a little lighter. but it'll have a nice effect. Okay, I'm going to set these aside. I'll put you on pause again, and I will mix up some resin. So, okay, I'm back with my amazing clear cast. I made up 17 ounces, and I see a hair already. And of course, I do use my protection, my ventilator, and my air purifier is going. Now, for the base of this tray, I want to, of course, go green. I'm rather torn between, you know, a forest green or this is English ivy green. But I guess forest green, we might tone it down a little with a drop of this. But here I have my Just For You Online UK resin dye. Or this is a resin paste. Let's see what kind of a green we get out of that. Now our top coat's going to be clear. And I need to do layers, because if you notice the little wood chips that I have, the little rounds, you know, they're not as thick as the larger ones, which are actually about 1/4 of an inch. So I want to have them raised to be, you know, pretty much even with the larger pieces. So I need a foundation first before I add the little ones. This is my online Just For You, pardon me, Just For You Online UK. It's a mouthful. This is a dye, which is a green. We'll just add, oh, where are you? Are you gonna come out of there? Oh, it's clogged. Little safety pin, put it right in there. Is it clogged, or I never opened it? Oh, I never opened it. Well, scissors. Just cut the tip off of that a little bit. There we go. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See where that gets us. And I have pinata, forest green standing by, but I'm not sure that we will need it. Just see what we have. Wipe this off. This is a lot of resin, so like I figured, it's not going to be, I don't want to touch my stick to that. It'll seal up. It just took a little bit of resin to get into my inks at one time, and I lost a beautiful blue because one little drop of resin got into that. Oh, I like that. That's going to be, pardon me, pretty. Add a little more maybe. I also have some pigment powders from Just For You Online UK. This is a rich teal. There's not a, in the assortment that I purchased from them, there's not a green in there. There's this jungle green pigment. But maybe a little bit of this will give it some sparkle. Just a tad. And that's a pretty green, but I believe we are going to need more. So let's go back to the dye. And I did shake it. Do that again. 8 in a squirt. That was a lot. God, that should probably do it. Because once it's condensed together, of course it's going to be green. And it's not going to show up a lot by the time I get, you know, both sizes of wood chips in there. But for kicks and giggles, how about a little pinata forest green? Gotta be sure to mix that in well. And my resin has a 45-minute working time, and since I did not heat it up, and it's Not been cold in this room today. Look, there's not very many bubbles either. Where was I going with that? Oh, my work time. I probably spent 10 minutes so far, or maybe not even that. Okay, now for a little sparkle, we can either do the Just For You Online UK white shimmer, or try a little bit of this rich teal. Oh, I'm tempted to try the rich teal. That is pretty. I should have left some white aside. I was thinking about that today. The next time I pour something with color in it, to save a little white aside, just in case, or clear, excuse me, a little clear aside, so just in case I have extra colored resin and the clear, I can add some white and we could try another bloom. I think that's gorgeous, actually. All right, let's do it. I don't have a tray big enough to set this frame in, so I guess I'll just leave it here on the counter. And that's all clean, so I say. Something on there. Let me get my tweezers. Gosh, it just takes a second before things get on your pieces, doesn't it? And that went to the back. No, it didn't. I got it. All right, let's move some of these colors out of my way. And hope we don't have a leak. Shouldn't. I want to have that rested right on my plexiglass that's under here. What's in there? Well, here we go. Ooh, wouldn't that be pretty for a stained glass effect? I think it would. I want to get a bottom base before I add. Oh, I didn't mix that very well. Before I add the wood chips. I'm just going to go for it. And this will be set up tomorrow, and I can work on it. All right. Now, see where things didn't mix that well? We'll just, I'm over here trying to mix a few little spots like this one, see? Gonna be hidden. Oh, that takes it, so 7 ounces takes it right to the rim. The air to this. One moment, I'm gonna silence this out or cut it out. You know, I don't know where we left off. Oh my gosh. Don't know where I left off. All right. I guess I'll repeat myself real quick. I mixed up 7 ounces of resin. It's recording now. 7 twice. 14 ounces of resin. I added green pinata. I added the Just For You Online UK emerald green dye and the emerald green paste. And then we added some Just For You rich teal pigment. All right. Gosh. I know my camera's not full. I'm just having all kinds of technical difficulties today, but that will cease because I shouldn't have said that out loud. Anyway, all right. The wooden pieces. Now, the one thing about these is I'm bummed out because they had holes drilled in them when I got them. And I don't know who drilled the holes, but you know, mass production, I guess. And I'm going to place these in some areas where the holes meet up with each other because we're going to have to cover them. And I do have an idea. I'm trying to have them facing. This one was stained. I should have stained them all, but I kind of like the natural look. So let's get these set down. A few more would have helped, but this is what I had, and I wasn't gonna, you know, order any more. I just want to get this where they will sit. I could have done this. Get those two facing each other somewhat. And Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's finish up this beautiful wood round coaster. The green has settled nicely, and we're ready to put in our small wood chips, which I have here. Now, like I said before, I had protected them with some polyurethane because they're of course porous, like I did the long ones. And I am just going to be sure and wipe anything off and get these set down beside our longer ones. There's one that's, we'll pull the not so nice ones out in a minute. But you see, with the level of resin that we poured, it almost brings them right up to even with the larger ones. And that's what I was hoping for. So let me get some of these just set in here. And I will probably go fast forward before I pour the resin. Let me just fill in some of these gaps. It was tricky getting these all covered with polyurethane. I put them in a baggie and then poured the oh my goodness, polyurethane in the bag, rustled them up, and did it that way, but and set them out to dry. It was a bit of a hassle, but you know, it's going to be well worth, you know, the precautions. See, that has some on there right there. Get it off. All right, that'll give us a start. Another thing I want to add to this, and I will show you, and then I'll pick the nice and get rid of the uglies. But I also have some aquarium stones. Now, when I first opened the package, you know, they're dusty and dirty, so I put them in a strainer and just was sure to wash the you know, the dirt off. I'm just going to put some of these in the corners. Anyway, wash them good so you don't get dirt in your resin pieces. Just a few here. And I'm sure everything will roam around once I get the resin in. I could have done the resin first, but I wanted to be sure to get these wood ones set down. So I'm going to put you probably on pause until I get these organized to where I want them placed, and I will be right back. Okay, I think that's the best I could do right now, and I did set the antlers on just to see where I'm at, and should probably fill in those gaps. So let me go ahead and add a few more rounds. Wasn't quite sure how that would end up, or I'm not sure if I should put the antler handles on towards the end when I'm about through, or continue to put some rock right here. No, I think that would be easier, just to put some rock right there. Just on the sides. Let's do that. I think that will be easier to do. So let me get that. And I've got the antler setting on, you know, some of the, no, don't go into my, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? But I didn't want them in there. Rock. I think we're almost there. Looks a little plain, doesn't it? But like I said, we're going to try and fill in where those holes are on the larger rounds. So that shouldn't be too tough. Let's go ahead. I see a couple rocks I want out though. Put those over there. Something there. A few more. Need some small ones. Wasn't sure what else I would do with these little rounds. I have no idea where I got them. No idea. Let's see. A few here. Another one over there. I don't know if you can see where I'm reaching. Just trying to fill a few more gaps with the smaller ones. Look how tiny they are. They're just tiny little rounds. Just one in there. All right, so let's just pour some resin and hope they don't just decide to float everywhere after all of this, you know? That'd be a bummer, wouldn't it? Oh gosh, I keep seeing spots. I can fill that in later without holding you up. All right, now, question is, should I think the antlers, once not sure how far my resin will go. I mixed up, 10 ounces this morning of my amazing clear cast. And this will just take it from there. All right, here we go. I want this to get warm. It's nice and clear. It's been setting. Oh, it's been setting, goodness, quite a while, so it is time to pour. Let me grab these just to be sure I don't mess them up if I don't have to. Let's see what we got. Ten ounces, not sure. That'll do it. Maybe it'll get us through. I'll probably need a top coat anyway. Was sort of planning on it. Hope everyone's having a good day. I got some chores done. Gosh, my husband and I defrosted the refrigerator yesterday. It was starting to act up, so I guess it was time to address that. And then my friend Linda is going to be here this week, or by the time you see this, she'll be here. And I want to thank everyone who put in for my 100 subscriber giveaway. I sure appreciate that. I will know the winner soon. Get some over here. Boy, I almost did 12 ounces, but wasn't quite sure because, you know, of what the rocks and everything would take up. But that's a good start. Oh, and to say I had one little leak after putting the glue down on the first pour. So that was not bad at all. Not at all. Yeah, we'll need more. I'll probably add a little more after this sets, but let's get to fixing these holes. I'm not pronouncing my words very good these days. All right. Get around there. And I've tried to level this countertop I don't know how many times. It's frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to add more, but okay. Quit fiddling, Bill. Fiddling. Just want them down. Those are on a slant. Scoot over where you should be over there. Okay, there's a hair. Move some of this out of the way. Now, before I get resin all over me and everything else, I dug out the fake flower, or the dried flowers, excuse me. I've got dried flowers here. And I thought we would set them in. I love the white. I really would like to go with the white. I don't have much greenery, so just have to see, that's not very much. Play with that. And I got some puffy ones, but you know, that stand high, I don't think I'll need those. See, those are a little too thick. Now those little sprigs might work a little bit. Guess I'll leave that handy. And of course some pansies and a few flat pinks we might add in there. So, let's see what my designing skills will look like today. Now see, there's a couple holes close together, so I could probably nip that in the bud pretty easily. If we cover, whoops, get in there. We can cover a hole there. It doesn't move on me. Then we can add, come on. I don't know if you can see me. I don't want to have these all fall in. I thought that was a white daisy. Here we go. Like so. What do you think? What do you think about that? Cover up them holes. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. I think. I don't know. Drop them all in there. Here's another one. Let's just kind of start here.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain.
Well, I think that's where I'll leave it. I might add well, I don't know if I'll add a couple more, but what I do need to is fill in the gaps of the little, see, that's getting pretty hard now, this resin. Fill in the gaps while I can, and gosh, let this set, and I guess tomorrow we'll do another pour and get the handles on. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you later. Bye. Hi everyone. I'm back with our tray, and let me fill you in on what I did. I ended up putting in the purple Johnny jump ups. Didn't add any more leaves, but added, you know, the little starburst flowers here, and filled it up because I had some rounds that looked pretty barren. So I took care of that. And then this morning, because it was set, I took my oh my gosh, my wire cutters here, and I went across the top looking for anything that was sticking out, you know, pretty prominently, that possibly would pop out after the final pour. And the majority of those were some of the rocks, and I was able to just snip the tips of the rocks off and clean up the dust particles it left. And with the resin being poured on this last coat, we shouldn't see any of where I had snipped the rocks. So we're ready to put our antler handles in. So let me pour a little of the, oh, I mixed up another 10 ounces. I just wasn't sure. So let me go ahead and pour that, and we'll set the handles. And I might just raise you a little bit here so you can see a little more of what I've got going on. Oh, I lost you for a second. Anyway, I've been looking at new phone stands, and I might be able to find something that'll work a little better than my selfie stick. So let me just do a pour. I've got my E6000 here, and it's a little bubbly because I did not warm it up today. Just see if we can't cover those stones and get rid of the bubbles. And this is gonna be beautiful. I just know it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use up every bit of this resin. Wow. You know, before I pour something, I try to figure out what I'm going to have on standby, you know, in case I have excess resin. But it doesn't look like I'm going to today. And some of those rocks might protrude. Well, let's see what happens. Let's just get all of this out. This is going to be lovely. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll have to work on some more trays using picture frames. And I did, on standby, have some coasters ready to go in case I had excess resin to make some coasters that would be similar to this frame. And I'm going to have to level this. I'm off by just, you know, just a very minute measurement. And I did see where you can get your own leveling table. They're not wheels, but you know, the stands to put a board on, and you can actually level the feet. And I think next time I'm close to Home Depot, I might look into that, because like I said, this countertop was level at one time, but with the house settling, you know, well, this house is old. It was built in, what, 2013. It should be settled by now, but one never knows. Yeah, when we moved into this house, I was expecting our daughter. My husband had just been appointed where he was going to work, and we had to live in this town, and all that was available were 3 homes, and expecting without working. You know, there was one that was way above our budget, and then there was one at our budget, but it was so tiny. This one here is small, but it's been home for, gosh, 40 years now. A long time. I love it. It's just, you know, my safe haven, actually. Okay, I'm going to add a little air to this real quick and try to go around the edges. Let me just do that real fast. Go around the edges. We don't have much of a frame left, but I do want to protect this frame, because remember, we didn't find out it was laminate until I started working on it. So I want to protect this frame, and I think when I see you tomorrow, I would have put some polyurethane on this frame. Protect it. Oh, this is going to be heavy. What do we have? Like approximately 30 ounces on here, plus the glass. I think the glass is what makes it the heaviest. So actually, I'm wondering if I should just paint the resin onto the wood while it's wet. But I'm going to take a peek and see how unlevel this really is. And I think it's down on this end. Oh, but I don't see any rocks sticking up. That is good news right there. Oh, one little tiny one, darn it. But, oh, good news. All right, let me take you out of frame here while I hit the heat gun to this. Like I said, I love my heat gun, but it's just too noisy for my videos, and I see bits of hair. It's probably mine. It gets too loud. So, one moment, and I'm going to give this heat. Oh, and by the way, I cleaned this up today and actually put a bunch of tape around here, so oh, it was so full of resin, it was, there we go. Did you see what I see over here? Gosh. Another hair. Another hair. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. Take my handy dandy flashlight, and actually, while I'm talking, I'm trying to look and see. I think, gosh, that's going to be about as level as it gets. Oh, and if I lift this side just a tad, I think I'll bugger it up. All right, let's just look for some flakes or lint. Handy dandy flashlight. Oh, I need to get the resin off of that too, and something just flew in there as I did that. Let's see. This works so well for me. You can see everything. Almost everything. And you know, there were hardly any bubbles. There's just a couple around this little wood piece from yesterday's pour. It turned out really nice. Oh my gosh, so nice. It's a bubble, I'm not sure. Sit down and look across there. Wow. Oh, this is so pretty. So pretty. Wow. I'm pretty much out of dried flowers though. Clear as glass. Oh, I see. I want to thank everyone who's subscribed to my channel. I had a little bit of a giveaway the other day. I need to announce the lucky winner, but I now have 111 subscribers to my new little Billie Holman Creations channel, and I'm so excited about that. So I want to thank you all for, like I've said before, allowing me into your home and you spending some time with me. I hope I can give you some pointers or just some ideas. I'm not an expert, but I'm learning as I go, and I have seen quite a few improvements with myself. So gosh, it looks good. All right, I won't keep you, but now I tried to get these set before. Can you see my handles where I'm at? Let me raise you up a little more. And I had to sand down an edge on one, but just eyeballing it, I need to make sure it sits on a piece of wood, and it sits, hard to tell if it sits straight because, you know, they're antlers and they've got a curve, but just guessing, I think that one's gonna fit there just beautifully. And this one, the point's going out. Sorry that one doesn't have a tip on it, but like I said, I'm just using pieces of what I've had, and I'm coming in about there. Rest on that little piece of wood. So this one's a little further away than that one. Oh, maybe not. But that's where that is gonna go. Make sure the tip is down. Yes. This one I could maybe, I don't know, in a little bit. But no, that's where it's gonna go. Oh my God, it seems to be sticking already, my friends. That one's taller, but this one, they should be the same length. But, all right. Oh my gosh, I think it's setting up already. I don't want to play with it anymore. I'll just stir a bit, but maybe this one will come down. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can leave that one there. Bring that down. Like I said. All right, don't fall. I'm gonna cover, oh God, my husband just came in scared, that pretty much scared the hell out of me right there. Okay, I think this is it, and I'll get back with you tomorrow and we will finish the bottom. So good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you later. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell button and share. You're welcome to share and comment. All right, that's my spiel. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. It's Billie. Wow. Let me tell you what I've done. Like I said, I was going to protect the frame with some polyacrylic by Minwax. I've used this, and I did 2 coats around the frame, top and the underneath part here. And this is a water-based clear gloss. I was torn as to how to do the back. I don't have bumpers that would raise this high, and I just feel like it's got to be covered to look a little more professional. And my thoughts are, it is a tray, but this tray will have to be just wiped clean. It cannot be submerged in water because of the, for one thing, because of the wooden frame. And for the second thought I had is I've had this new piece of foam board that just about fits in here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take my E6000 glue here and do a bead around the inside of the frame, put my foam board down, and then I did cut a piece of cork that will fit right on the edge of the frame. And well, I've got to figure out which way it goes because the measurements were off like 1/8 of an inch or something. But then I would glue the cork on the back. I think that's what I'm going to do to finish it off. So I have a new tube of E6000 here. This one has a tip on it, so where I can make a nice bead around the edge. I did have to take some of the hot glue off. So in hindsight, I wouldn't glue the back of a frame if you're going to put a backing on because of the ruggedness and, you know, bumps of the hot glue. So I wouldn't do that again. Lesson learned. I did clean this. My overhead light is off because there was a big glare showing here. So if you'll forgive me, I hope the lighting is okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a bead just around the edges here. I don't want it to seep, you know, past this gold part into the glass. Oh, I keep seeing things. I guess I better quit touching it and just go. All right, whoops, and that's a glob. Let me get rid of that. It's starting to come out already. So I'm just gonna go around the edge with a nice bead. Well, I'm not beading very well, am I? It's coming out, but I don't want it to squish into the glass. I'll have to take those bumps off. You do have a little bit of working time with the E6000, and it is a very good glue. I've heard the Gorilla Glue is very good too, but I've not ever used that. Oh, come on, give me a bead. It's giving me blobs. Oh, I'll tell you, this week's been crazy, crazy, crazy. I just spent 2 hours online with my bank this morning because of that fraudulent deal. I'm trying to get back on my online banking. It's been a nightmare, so finally that got taken care of. Anyway, that's my gripe. I won't go on, but it's just been one of those crazy, crazy last few days. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze that in there so it's not glopping. Get that off. It's gonna go around there. But as soon as I get the back on here, I will show you the face of this, and it is gorgeous. You're really gonna like it. It turned out so sweet. So sweet. I did add a few more flowers, and the handles are set nicely. And you're gonna love it. You are gonna love it. So let me set this in. And it's just a tad shy on the width, so I'm gonna have a little gap on both ends here. But the white of the background shows up the green much better. just like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to figure out quickly which side of this I need to put my spray adhesive on. Like I said, I had to cut it crooked because the frame is a little crooked. And I think that might be where we are. All right, I'm going to put you on pause. I've got some Loctite spray adhesive. I'm going to go outside real quick, spray this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I only have one shot at this, so pray to God I can do it. Let's start it. This bottom edge, because I can see that good well. I'm going to put that right there. Come on, baby, don't bugger up on me. Scoot it over just a skosh. Hope I was holding it the right way. All right, here it is. Oh, now doesn't that look better? Oh, and wouldn't a stamp be nice to have? Could have pulled this over a little more. Boy, that stuff works. Okay, clean that off in a minute. I've got it on my fingers. And let's have the big reveal. Ta-da! Let me raise you just a skosh. See the whole thing. And we're crooked. Ready, set, go. Is that not beautiful? Look at that. Look at that. Is that not something? I did add the little purple Johnny jump ups, the little violets. The stones are all in there under the resin. The little wood rounds, they moved a little bit, but oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. My handles are set, and I'm going to take this outside and let you see a complete picture of it. So, wow. Love it, love it, love it. There it is. Nice serving tray. Be beautiful in a cabin or, oh my gosh, anywhere. One of a kind. Most of these dreamt up items I come up with are definitely one of a kind. I love this so much, and I probably will sell this. So if you're interested in me, well, I hope you're interested in me, but if you're interested in any of the items I've been showing you, please email me. My email is in the description box. We can talk about that. I've got a lot of different items that I have not put on my eBay store, especially my resin items aren't on there. So that needs to be attended to. I don't know that I'll open up my Etsy shop again. I'm kind of, you know, on the edge about that, but eBay's been very good to me. The page that I linked you to goes right to my store, and it should go right to my handmade items, but the other stuff is just feng shuiing the house, you know, just getting rid of this, that, and the other. So with that, thank you for joining me. Please share with your friends. I'd love to have more subscribers. I did have my giveaway last week, and I did notify the winner. Her name was Nancy, and she got my little blue glass coasters. And I'm up to 111 subscribers now, and I'm hoping to just keep on growing and keep on producing videos. So thank you again. Thank you, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye. Well, here it is out in the sunlight on my old picnic table. But I hope you can see all the details well. It sure turned out pretty. So thank you again for watching. I have company this week, but I'll be sure to try to get another video up real soon. So take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.